Hello and welcome to Nothing to Wear, the podcast that solves fashion problems and levels up your wardrobe. I'm Chelsea Hoy, the entertainment writer here at Mamma Mia and a massive lover of all things fashion.
And I'm Lucinda Pikkatt, fashion brand, PR and trend consultant.
So today we're going to be talking about all things denim. So the trends we're seeing, the styles we feel like will kind of never go out of style, and really how to revamp your denim wardrobe without having to buy new jeans. Lucinda and I are also both bringing in some trends that we've been seeing and showing how you can really style that for every season.
I guess the thing with denim, it's evergreen. Like whatever suits your body and whatever you love, like denim's not going anywhere.
No.
Denim was actually founded in 1872. It's been around for so long by Levi Strauss himself. And it all started as overalls. So did you know that? It started as overalls before it became jeans.
Can I just say I love all your fun facts every time we do this together. I always learn something I didn't know.
But yeah, it started as workwear. It was very much workman's practical overalls, which then sort of became glamorized in Hollywood with James Dean and almost that West Country Western cowboy era as well. Also another big brand, Levi's was a big one to begin with, and Oshkosh Bagosh. You know that brand?
Yes,
they started as menswear overalls, had some random fabric left over, thought they'd make a kids line, and boom, that went off. And then it became a kids brand.
Yeah, interesting.
So yeah, denim's been around forever and trends do cycle. As we know, they're cyclical, they go round and round, but there are prominent trends that stick around per season. So I guess with spring, summer, I should say 25. So what we're heading into now, Chels, what would you say are some of the biggest trends that we're seeing in denim?
So one thing, which I feel like this has kind of been around a few seasons, but jorts, and I don't think they're going anywhere. So I do feel like it is on trend. I wouldn't necessarily say it's a trend now just because we've been seeing it kind of stick around for the last few seasons. I don't predict that we're going to see them kind of be out of style for a period of time.
Yeah.
Across fashion weeks for the last few years, we've been seeing jorts, whether it's with like a really sleek kind of sneaker or like a heel. I really feel like they can be dressed up or down, which I really love.
Jorts and just Bermuda pants or shorts in general, don't you think? And then it's now turned into denim jorts. Bear Park recently came out with Bear Park's the Australian brand. They just recently came out with a denim range, including denim jorts, which are really nice. It's either you love them or hate them.
Yeah, I think it's a shape that's a little bit polarizing, to be honest.
Would you wear them?
So I love them. I have so many jorts. Also, I feel like they're a really easy trend to hop on because, for instance, some of my favorite jorts were hand-me-downs from my dad. So he had these pants that he no longer wore that were just like kind of 3/4 length, like baggy denim pants. And they look great. I think because that baggy fit is really what's in. So I love that.
That's so good. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to do denim jorts. I love a Bermuda short.
Right.
I can't get physically around a denim jort yet because I can't figure out how I'd style it.
Right.
But maybe as I see more of it, I'll get inspiration to then give it a go, I guess.
Yeah, I do also feel like a Bermuda short feels a little bit, I don't want to say dressier, but a little bit more elevated, which I think is a little bit easier to style as a fashion girly.
I think some other micro trends within denim that we're seeing is animal print. We've spoken on the pod about zebra print being sort of taking over the cheetah print. And I did give zebra barrel jeans a go. I do love them, but I find them, I never gravitate towards them in my wardrobe.
Right.
So I do see animal print as a micro trend within denim. Cow print, animal print in general is a trend. And we did see cow print at New York Fashion Week. Brandon Maxwell had some. So we did see, we spoke, Chelsea, about Fashion Week. We saw New York had cow print. So I love animal prints around. I think a micro trend within denim we'll see.
Yeah.
What else are you seeing in trends with denim at the moment?
We've spoken about this previously, but distressed denim, kind of really full circle moment coming back around, very like 2010s. New York Fashion Week also, we saw a lot of distressed denim, ripped jeans, exposed seams, that sort of thing, which I love. I feel like I've got a whole wardrobe waiting to pull back out.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that you've got them.
I love it.
I love that you haven't thrown them out or given them to Vinnie's, you know. I love that you've kept your things.
I think deep down I knew that one day they would sort of have a resurgence. I mean, like all trends, they kind of come and go, am I right? Yeah.
Because I do encourage people, unless you really know you're not going to wear it, hold on to things because we are seeing, I think now with social media, how fast these trends are moving.
That's so true.
I'm actually doing a trend forecast for an Australian denim brand at the moment. So this is it's such a good time right now. It's long range forecasting. So looking at next year, what are these trends going to be? It's an educated guess on what these trends will be. You're just looking historically at those cycles and what you can predict. So things like the distressed.
Yep.
People say, is skinny back in? Oh no, like all the millennials are screaming inside, is skinny back in? None of these are necessarily going anywhere. It's just what's going to be I guess pushed more through wholesalers and designers. Like skinny jeans, spray-on jeans are around. But skinny's definitely a big trend as well.
Oh, I can't say I'm happy about that one. No.
I love it. I feel like anyone who's like a cool fashion girl could wear any shape of jean. It's just how they're styling it.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
I think personally, also, like, I talk about this way too much on this podcast, but IBS and like having a sensitive stomach, skinny jeans are my worst nightmare.
Yeah,
they're just too tight.
they are
I just don't think pants are
tight.
supposed to be that tight. So when we had like obviously the loose fitting pant, wide leg jeans coming back in, that's like my dream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, jean, I love a skinny jean. I know what you mean. They can be tight. And the jeans I was wearing last time on this part, I had the top button undone. So they are tight. But I just think how they're styled now. So I think millennials back in the day would wear skinny spray-on jeans with an ankle boot and then a tight top. And there was just no proportional silhouette in that outfit. So I think if you're doing a skinny jean, I don't mind it with like a samba. I think whatever shoe you're wearing changes the whole shape and silhouette of the outfit, but just having a bit more oversized on top. So an Oxford shirt or the oversized jacket, something like that to balance out the skinniness of the jeans. So if you are a millennial listening and you think, oh, I don't want to touch skinny, just try playing with the different balances of proportions. Just back to sort of that, what I was looking within the forecast, this is a really random one. I think how many times can you recreate denim, right? I think a lot of people think it is really just going back through that cycle. But one thing that is relatively new that I'm somewhat seeing, I don't want to sort of mark this down as a trend yet, but watch this space and tell me if you've seen this, Chels. It's the double waist.
Oh my gosh.
So we saw it with Jacquemus. We saw it with Loewe. It's basically where the buckle bit of the denim, there's two of them. So it's a double waist. It's interesting. I've seen it a lot also as a styling technique. So even on home soil, we saw Nagnata just styled recently in a photo shoot. I think it photographs really well, that double waist. Are we going to start seeing it at Cotton On? I don't know yet. It's more a watch this space. It's interesting, and it's an interesting rework of denim if there's a brand that's trying to do something different.
It's interesting. I mean, I haven't thought about it very much, but I think visually I love it. So I've seen it 100% like on runways and certain brands doing it. I love the way it looks visually. I just don't know that I personally would wear that or pull it off. Or I don't know necessarily maybe how I would style it. Maybe that's the problem.
And it's a little sort of micro trend-esque or a bit too fashion, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I sometimes do feel like you were saying, jeans are so universal. I have so many pairs of jeans, like different shapes, styles, washes that have just lived in my wardrobe for so long that I can pull out at different times. I don't know that style is one that I would in like 2 years' time pull out and be like, this is a super wearable.
How many jeans
piece.
do you have? I wonder what the average pair of jeans people own.
I'd really have to think about that. 20 to 30.
Wow. You're a real jean lover. I'd say 10.
Okay, yeah. I do live in jeans though.
Nice.
Anyone who knows me just
You're
knows
the perfect person for this episode.
Yes, I love denim.
Some other trends I've been seeing, like we spoke about the loose, low-rise baggy jeans, which you're a huge fan of, but also the loose sort of cargo style pants with lots of pockets. So like cargo pants, but in denim. We saw heaps. That was Clean Estrada, just off the top of my head with New York Fashion Week.
Yep.
Interesting style, fun, very Gen Z, I think.
Yes, I agree with that. I do also love a cargo pant. I think because it kind of similar vein of what you were saying, like low rise, loose, kind of like wider leg, which I think is very in now. Yeah. And I do think while, you're not going to use any of the pockets, I do love a pant that kind of has, I have the option, I love that.
That's cool. And then a couple of other trends I saw. Cuffing the jeans.
That's a huge one.
So Kate did this New York Fashion Week. We've seen it a little bit as well in Copenhagen. This sounds so simple, and it's not reinventing the wheel, but cuffing jeans and actually purchasing a pair of, say, Kate denim that has that cuff look was really interesting. I guess that's something you can just do with any pair of jeans or buy a pair that's cuffed already.
Yeah, I think it's kind of nice because, I mean, if you want to save costs on tailoring, you could really just like get a pair of straight leg and just like cuff them up.
And it adds a bit of two-tone and differentiation within the denim.
Yeah. I love that one.
And then big belts as well. I know that's not quite denim, but seeing big belts and belting with denim.
Yeah.
I feel like belts sort of lost its way sort of 5 or 6. No one wore belts.
Yeah.
And they're definitely everywhere now.
I do think it is kind of the millennial in us where we were so traumatized by those like massive belts.
Yeah.
We're wearing dresses with these like horrific gaudy belts that we've kind of moved away from it. But I do love that it's having a resurgence. And I do think it's a great way to kind of revamp your wardrobe and your denim and like a nice way to accessorize if you are kind of bored of what you have. A belt is a really nice way to kind of feel fresh again.
Well, speaking of that, what are some of your tips for if you don't necessarily want to go out and buy a new pair of jeans, how can you rework some of the jeans that you have in your wardrobe?
I feel like layering and really playing with texture is a really great way to kind of feel like create a new look with your denim. So something I really love to do is putting jeans under some sort of a dress. So it works really well for like a tunic style one or even like a slip dress. I think that's immediately looks so fashionable.
Copenhagen as well.
My gosh,
I love
so
that.
Copenhagen, so chic. Or even like a denim waistcoat or vest or like a denim dress. I feel like putting that on top of like a shirt or even a long sleeve or some sort of like a really thin knit, I think is a really great way to kind of create a new look. Yeah. I'm very curious about your take on this because I love it, but I do know it's kind of polarizing. So charms on your jeans. Okay. I'm a massive fan just because I'm sort of like a charm girly in general. So like on my phone, on my bags.
Where do you put them on your denim?
So I've seen people, and this is sometimes I've been doing, is like a chain kind of on the belt loop down and then having charms on that. And what you can do is like you can kind of even repurpose like charm necklaces or bracelets you have and kind of clip them to your jeans, which I think is really cute. Something else I've been seeing people do, which I haven't tried yet, is if you're wearing a kind of a straight leg pant, same thing, charm necklace, charm bracelet, wrap it around your ankle, and it kind of creates this really fun shape in your jeans as well and makes them feel a little bit fun and interesting.
That, Chels.
Okay, great. Okay, I wasn't sure.
I haven't done it yet. I like the idea of it.
Yeah.
Would I do it? I don't know, I guess. It adds a bit of colour. It makes it interesting.
It does feel quite Gen Z.
It does,
to me.
Yeah.
But I'm a fan of it. I do know some people also like it really is that maximalist style that we've talked about. But I do think it's a fun way to add a bit of personality to your outfit.
I love that. I wouldn't do it, but I'd appreciate seeing it on someone.
Okay. Are there any tips that you have?
I guess piggybacking the back of that with accessories, the bandana belt. I've done that a few times actually. Have you dipped your toe in that trend?
I love that trend so much. And I love how versatile it is.
And it can really change the denim. I quite like that. This one's, if you've got heaps of denim like you do, Chels, 30 pairs of jeans. But if you've got a lot and there's some that you might not wear as much anymore, I particularly have this because I've had, with 3 kids, I've gone through up and down in sizes. So there's like size 8 to 14 in my wardrobe. So some of those that I'm not going to wear or they're not the right size, I'd go get them tailored. So rather than just taking them to the op shop, go get them tailored, not just to resize, but making it a midi skirt. So I'd cut the jeans, you know, the long midi skirt denim was sort of a trend a couple of years ago. I went and got that tailored, not just to get cinched in the waist, but to make a midi skirt. So rather than buying into that trend, take a pair of existing jeans and turn it into a midi skirt. I've also done it. I said I wasn't into jorts. I've tried to dabble with an old pair of cotton on jeans. So I wouldn't do this with, an expensive pair of jeans. But if you have got some that you're sort of over, it was a barrel pair of jeans. I know they're in now, but for some reason I don't like barrel jeans. You're a fan, aren't you?
I love barrel jeans so much. I just feel like it adds that little bit of drama to the jean. But I know it's not for everyone. The shape is quite dramatic.
So I knew I wasn't going to wear them, so I just turned them into jorts. Still haven't worn them, but it's an option. So think tailoring rather than just to revamp the denim that you've got at home.
Yeah, I love that. I think the same with like even distressing we've talked about. If you want to try that trend, if you have an old pair of jeans that you haven't worn for a long time that you're really not going to miss if you're not a fan of it. I feel like that's a fun one to try, maybe some sort sort of distressing and just see if that trends for you.
I love that.
Yeah.
And just YouTube how to do it, I guess. Is that what you do?
That's what I do. There's like a million videos on YouTube how to do it.
Nice.
Yeah.
So, Chelsea, we both brought 2 pieces of denim to the pod to talk about, to discuss how we can style them 4 ways for each season, which is sort of tricky when you think about styling denim for summer, but this is a trend we've been seeing. Denim is becoming an evergreen piece and staple within our wardrobe. So did you want to start with your first piece, Chels?
Yes.
What it is and the 4 different ways you can style it.
So my first item is a midi denim skirt, which I actually wear very, very often. If I'm not wearing jeans, I'm generally wearing some sort of like a denim skirt.
Nice.
I feel like for summer, I would wear it very simple. I feel no fuss, just some sort of like a cropped top or even tuck in a white tee with like a sandal or a kitten heel.
Love.
I feel like the less material,
I
the
love
better
that
during
look.
summer. Yeah, very easy, breezy. In autumn, I mean, I love a white tee. Tucked in a white tee, I would do a leather jacket, sort of that blazer style leather jacket.
Are you belting as well?
Yes.
Yeah, nice.
Always with a tucked in white shirt. Love to throw a belt on. And I actually love the look of like a white sock with a loafer.
Me too.
Especially in autumn.
I love that. Yeah, you are such a fashion girly.
I love it.
Yeah.
I wear those very often here in the office.
Yeah, nice.
Winter, I love the look of a midi skirt with a knee-high boot.
Yeah.
I feel like that silhouette is
It's
really,
pretty,
really
isn't it?
beautiful.
Yeah.
So would wear that and then throw like a warm kind of like dark long coat over it, which I think would look great. And finally for spring, I would do kind of a classic white button down, maybe tucked in.
Yeah.
Or even something like what I'm wearing, like just like a button up that's a bit light, I would throw on over the denim and then throw on some sneakers. I love my Adidas or maybe a pair of flats.
Cool. And is there a particular colorway of the denim midi?
Yeah, so I have quite a lot of light wash denim, which I feel like is very versatile because for summer, sometimes darker denim can be a little bit, I feel like, hard to style for summer. Light wash, I feel like, kind of works for the warmer seasons.
That's a really good point that we didn't talk about because, those lighter wash have that versatility. I do love it. Indigo, though.
Love an indigo
It feels
wash.
very clean, chic.
Yeah.
Luxury.
Yes. And that's having a massive comeback now, like a clean dark wash.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
It went a bit off for a little bit, but I've been seeing that indigo. The Deering World I wore in a few weeks ago with this like indigo, really nice. But you could wear them out to dinner.
Yeah. That's so true that actually can be styled up. I feel like sometimes a light wash can be hard to make it a little bit more elevated. I feel like light wash does look quite casual.
It does,
whereas a darker wash kind of can be styled for a night out or dinner or something like that.
Nice.
Yeah. What's one of your items?
The first item I'm actually wearing today, it's a denim jacket. So I really do wear this all year round. We saw a lot of denim jackets as well at Burberry, London Fashion Week. And this is a Subi jacket and it's oversized as well. I'm just wearing it as a top. So it's if you're listening at home, it's literally an oversized jacket that I've got buttoned up. It's just like a bra underneath. Whereas normally if it's sometimes I'd wear like a white shirt underneath. But what I love about a denim jacket, in summer, I tie it around my waist. I wear it over my shoulders. It goes with everything. You know how you just want to sort of grab and go with a jacket just in case it gets cold in summer?
Yeah.
This would be my go-to.
Yeah.
It's just a nice lightweight for summer. Spring, which is what we're in at the moment, I'm pairing it with a mini denim skirt. So what I really like, and a tip for anyone at home, if there is a brand, so for example, this is Subi, this is the matching skirt.
I was going to ask if because that color match is like identical.
Because that's a bit of a pet peeve that I don't like. You're trying to match denim and it's like a little bit off and it's like, oh, I hate that.
Same.
So if you're going to buy a denim jacket, try and buy one where it's got the matching skirt.
Yeah.
And I've actually got the matching jeans from Subi as well.
I love
that. So
I
think, I keep mentioning Subi, I think One Teaspoon do it. There's a few brands out there that you can buy the jacket, the skirt, and the jeans. And that gets me through every season. So right now in spring, I'm wearing it with the skirt. And it's in this Brooklyn color wash is what they call it.
I do also feel like you were saying with denim, either you have to be the tones need to be far away from each other and completely different or identical.
Exactly.
They're too close.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, you're trying to make it work. That's so right. Either completely opposites, which works, or that's why I really like black and white denim as well.
Yeah.
So then it's just easier. So this jacket in spring with the mini skirt, In autumn, I like wearing it with some sort of layering, like I could wear this with a midi, a lace midi skirt, lace.
Yep.
Again, anything, as long as you're not trying to pair it with a different style of denim.
Yeah, yeah.
And then in winter, the Canadian tuxedo I regularly do. So it is this jacket with the jeans that I've got here.
Oh, I love
And
that.
I only just brought them because I wasn't sure exactly the weather and what I was going to wear, but it is this outfit. If it's super cold, like it does get where I'm from in Barrel, I wear a turtleneck underneath and then the denim jeans. And the jeans are just like a straight, somewhat baggy.
Yep.
And it sort of gives like 90s sitcom Jerry Seinfeld vibe that I like.
Very 90s. I love that look. I don't
too.
know. I don't think I own actually any like exact matching sets. I think I just don't do a lot of forward thinking. So when I go to purchase it, I don't really think about purchasing the same thing, like the bottoms from the same brand.
Dude, it's probably my favorite. I've got 3 sets actually. So this one's Subi, the other one's Wardrobe NYC, really nice black. I actually got it on eBay because it's quite an expensive brand.
Yep.
But yeah, secondhand, I found both matching. And then my other one's Age, the Australian brand. And that's actually in a light pink wash.
Oh,
really fun. Yeah.
I love that. Colored denim actually, like really, really nice.
Yeah, that's actually coming back. I saw Dagnata had a really nice pair of red denim that I wanted to buy. Le Basics was another one. They had some bubblegum pink jeans, which I was so tempted to get.
I love that.
They're just such a sort of micro trend. Unless you can tell yourself, like what we're doing now, how can you style it 4 ways or how can you wear it? It's not worth investing in it, I think.
Agreed.
What's your second piece, Chels?
My second one is a pair of Barrel jeans, which we know you won't be wearing, but that's okay. So Barrel jeans, for people who are listening who don't know, it's sort of that loose style that kind of balloons out and then there's cuffs or like kind of comes in at the ankle or the foot. And really just kind of a bit more of a dramatic silhouette, I would say, which I really love. So for summer, I would keep it very simple, white tee tucked in, belt it, and then with a pair of sandals or maybe a pair of sneakers, very easy. For autumn, I'd love to do like an oversized sweater, but then like a button up underneath. I love that
That's
look.
really pretty. Yeah, love.
Very preppy, very like autumn appropriate. Winter, again, I would tuck it in with some sort of like a long sleeve shirt, belt it, sort of like a brown coat, a long brown coat over, and ballet flats, I think would be really, really nice to finish
I
that
can
look.
see that with a white barrel denim pair of jeans. That's really pretty.
And then for spring, I actually love the look of just cardigan, but nothing else underneath, and just doing the top 2 buttons, top of the jeans poking out.
Yeah,
kind of.
a little bit of skin showing.
Yes, I love that. With like a sneaker, and easy. Just throw it on, done.
That's feeling very Meghan Markle, I think.
It is, oh my gosh.
Oh, not skin exposed. Maybe Katie Holmes, how she was wearing that cardigan, the Kate cardigan.
Yeah.
Anyways,
love it.
I love how you've styled all of that, and I can appreciate you in the barrel jean. I don't not like the barrel jean. I just think it's not my go-to pair.
Do you own barrel jeans, or are you just kind of like staying away from that?
Yeah. Those zebra ones I was talking about, they're barrel.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe if they were just plain barrel jeans, potentially, but I don't know. You know how you sort of grab and go? It's just a straight classic.
Yeah.
I like. And that's sort of what we're talking about at the top of this pod, right? Any pair of jeans goes right now.
Yeah.
Bootleg goes. It's got that Western feel to it.
Yeah, that's true.
So my second item, it's more the colorway. So it's a white pair of denim jeans. That's probably my most owned denim. I was wearing this last time on the pod, just white pair of denim jeans, Levi, ribcage, high-waisted, my go-to. I think I own that pair in white pair of jeans in 3 different sizes. You know, sometimes it depends.
Oh, the same white pair in 3 different sizes.
Depending how you're feeling. Especially you, Chelsea, with your IBS flaring up, you might want to go a bigger size.
How the world knows.
But there's just some days you want a looser fit or you want them to be a bit more cinched in.
Yep.
So, I really like the white. And I find, they get dirty so easily. Anyways, love white denim. I think it can be scary to some because particularly millennials, I remember growing up and we were so afraid of white because I think back to they weren't good quality jeans. So you could sort of see the cellulite through your legs. They just weren't nice. Whereas if you can get 100% cotton pair of denim, good quality white denim, I love. So in summer, wear religiously with like a cami or the cuffs, the bottoms rolled up as well. So if you are sort of beachside and you want to be, because I know denim in summer is a bit weird, but just roll them up. It's got this cool look to it. Those square toe Havianas I was talking about before. Spring, love white denim with like an Oxford shirt. I feel like this is maybe a bit more Meghan Markle. Yeah. And the good thing with white, literally any color goes. I don't know if you find this, Chels, but sometimes with those blues, sometimes you might try and pair it with a colored top that doesn't quite match, and only you get it. You're like, I think everyone else would think it matches, but you just don't love the combo.
Yeah.
Whereas at least with white, it goes with everything. And it gives like a clean, crisp, clean girl aesthetic look, I suppose.
Yeah.
And autumn, I'd explore a little bit more of the layering. And I find white gives me that clean palette. So again, I could put like a peach or a more like a greeny lime color or brown or some sort of satin or lace midi skirt over the top. I also like playing a lot with the bandana belt with white. Just to add a little bit of colour.
Yeah, love that.
And then in winter, I do so much tonal dressing. So I'm very much head to toe white or camels, and like I really play in that space.
Yep.
I find if you're wearing white jeans, a nice sort of brown boot, Sambas I wear all the time, but I like the brown softness of, say, a boot. Not so much a heel. I guess you could wear a black heel. I wouldn't wear. Yeah, I think brown boots go really nicely with white denim.
Yeah, I agree. I think white is a trick. I'm one of those people, probably one of those millennials that is just so terrified. I don't own a white jean.
No. Out of your 30, there's no white.
No white. Black, blue, every wash of blue I've got. Cool. I think white. I'm trying to think why it really terrifies me. I feel like you're right. Maybe it is the quality of the jean. Because I think I have in the past when I was younger, maybe in my teenage years, owned like skinny jeans that were white.
And people think they're not flattering, but I think they're the most flattering colour.
Yeah, that's interesting. I do think it is that myth though, when, I don't know if you had this when we were younger, just that the idea that white bottoms are very unflattering.
Yeah.
And I think that's just sort of still playing in my mind.
Yeah.
Because I've seen other people wear them and I think they look great. Yeah. I've just never gone and bought a pair for myself for that reason, I think.
Yeah. Well, there you go. I encourage you or dare you to go have a go at white.
Okay, I'll do white if you do barrel jeans at some point.
Let's jump into bougie and budget. Chels, let's start with your bougie. What have you got?
I've got barrel jeans. I feel like that's all I've been talking about. People are going to think I'm obsessed with them. But I've got the Agolde Luna Frayed high-rise barrel leg jeans. They're $475, which I feel like for a pair of good jeans, like I would pay that.
For sure,
for jeans that I would wear and keep.
Do you
forever.
own it? Is it a gold or a Goldie? I call it a Goldie.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's a Goldie. Do you own any Goldie?
I do.
Yes. Same. It's
not these particular ones, but I do really like their jeans. I feel like they fit well, they're comfortable, and yeah, I do love them. A lot of mine are really worn in now, so they're quite comfy and stretched out, which I like.
What shape do you own of the Agolde?
I have straight leg ones, but I do think I may have to. I feel like this happens every time where I'm like, I recommend something and I'm like, I need to buy it, but I do love a barrel leg jean, so I feel like this might have to be on the wish list.
And they are such good quality jeans, aren't they? There's zero stretch in them, I find.
Yeah, they're quite like tough, I would say, like and like quite structured. Yeah,
they're the most expensive jeans I own, actually.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Okay, what kind of fit do you have?
I've got the 90s pinch waist.
Yeah, okay.
One thing I would say as well, I don't know if you do this, Chels, but no one sees the size of your jeans. I find I sometimes think, oh, I'm going to get this size. And it's like not really my size. And they don't fit 100%. Like I just wish I got a size that would look good and like
feel good.
Look good, feel good. Yeah. I was wearing a pair of jeans the other day on this podcast and they were just too small. I ended up having to give them to a friend. They were just not comfortable.
Yeah.
And I have to repurchase them again in the right size. I love them. They just weren't quite right. So yeah, always get the right size because my Goldie, I wish I got a size up actually.
Yeah, I think I'm the same where I don't do that anymore, but I feel like there were countless pairs of jeans where I'd always have to undo the top button like after I ate, and I think now I just kind of go. This is why also I like the low rise kind of trend where they kind of sit a little bit lower, they're a little bit looser. Yeah, I feel like it just kind of takes away the discomfort. Yeah.
And when you think about it, they were practical denim. They're meant to be comfortable.
Yeah, and worn all the time. Yeah.
My bougie is the Kate Danielle jeans. These are going everywhere on TikTok. Like they're like the Danielle jean. It's the pair of jeans that Kendall Jenner is obsessed with apparently and always spotted wearing. And I was in a deep rabbit hole looking at these Danielle jeans, and I was so close to pressing buy because they just sell you the dream. They're perfect. They fit perfectly on you. They elongate your legs and they sound incredible. It's just the price point I gawk at. So $1,000, like I just can't do that.
Yeah.
So I put a more practical one in there. The Bear Park jorts, if you're going to do jorts, do the Bear Park ones.
Yeah.
She's cool. I love how Gabriella, the founder of Bear Park, styles them. So go look on her Instagram as well. I don't think I'm there yet, but they're very cool.
Yeah, I might have to look into those because I'm a big jort fan.
Nice.
I don't know if that's like a great entry point at like $490, but at my stage, I do feel like that feels like a good option.
Yeah, that's true. That's the best thing with like the cotton on options, aren't it? You can experiment with a style and then if you want to invest, go for like a Bear Park.
Yeah, agreed.
And what's your budget, Chels?
Well, speaking of cotton on, mine is the cotton on barrel jean in like a medium wash.
Okay.
They're $69.95. So I feel like, yeah, like you were saying, it's a good entry point where if you're not really sure about a style or something that's trending, it's a great way to test it out. And then, yeah, if you really feel like the fit is for you, it's something that you want to invest in, then make that investment and purchase kind of a more long-wearing pair of jeans.
And they're actually not. I used to love the cotton on mum jeans.
I haven't tried those.
I was looking last night. I couldn't see them online. I just don't know if they're discontinued, but they're the mum jean. But I guess what I'm trying to get at is cotton on jeans are actually pretty good quality, aren't they? And I used to get asked all the time, what are those jeans? What are those jeans? And they were just cotton on. Yeah. So, yeah, I do love a good pair of cotton on jeans. My budget is H&M. It's an oversized denim jacket similar to what I'm wearing, $69.99. So if you don't have a jacket, you want to try playing around with a denim jacket, an oversized denim jacket for spring, summer, nice entry point. Because again, I don't know, you either have one or you don't. Do you have a denim jacket?
Yes, I do. I think mine might be from H&M. Years ago though, not like a new version. But that's actually held up really well. Nice. Had that for years. And I do feel like a denim jacket is like a core staple.
For sure.
Yeah, especially for like spring and summer where like you don't want to be too hot. It's something that you can just throw on that's like very breathable. So, yeah.
And generally as well, do some op shopping.
Yeah.
There's
that's
so
a great
much
tip.
Denim. And if you do it, just size up, get a few sizes big, get it tailored in. There's such nice pieces out there. There's vintage stores like the Redone or Paris Redone where it's vintage denim. I was looking last night and great pieces of 80s. So jeans from the 1980s Levi's. Yeah. But they're like, you're still paying like $800 on these sites for vintage, but you could do it yourself. Yeah. So it's finding that pair and then just tailoring it yourself because that's really all you're paying for.
Yeah, that's true.
And the styling. But if you found a really good tailor who could like cut in and start and tailor properly, you could definitely do it yourself. Thank you so much for watching Nothing to Wear.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to get all your fashion news first.
Bye.